Now this is the packet tracer file. Okay, and here, please all of you open this file. Here you have the description. Okay, so now if you will see the description here, let me increase the font size. What you need to do, you need to do it now. Okay, I will do, you need to do with me. So here, network management, lab 1, VLAN VTP, and DHCP. So what you need to do here, and the thing is, first you need, this is a VLAN table, and here you have the VTP details, and here you have the VTP router detail. First, what you need to do, you need to configure all the switches for the VTP based on the this table. Okay, you need to create it here. So the first, this can be a server, and this can be a the other two switches, it can be a VTP mode, like you can say the client mode. Okay, this can be a VTP mode server, and these can be a client. So you need to create the VLANs here as per the given VLAN names. Okay, okay. This is the first step. You need to do it on the this switch. Okay, and the second thing, once you will configure the VLANs, okay, based on this table on switch 1 here, because this is a VTP now. So then you need to configure the trunk mode, and because the link between the switches must be a trunk. Okay, and the link between the PC and the switch, it should be a access link. Okay, then I think we don't have the DHCP. Okay, the DHCP. So you need to configure the DHCP on a router with the pool name as a VLAN name here. Okay, like here, I think the pool name. Okay, so you can give the same pool name. Okay, pool name as a, so for VLAN 10 HR, pool name will be the HR. Okay, so this for VLAN 20, the pool name will be accounting. VLAN 30, the pool name will be IT and engineering and all those things. Okay, so you need to configure the pool name of this inside the DHCP inside the router. Okay, so then you need to check the connectivity, all those things, mean these PCs, it is getting IPs or not. Please start this one. Start the practical right now. Yes, please, all of you. Then you need to upload this practical here. I don't need to explain you this practical. You know all those things. Yes. Here, class activities. Inside the class activity, here I'm going to create VLAN VTP or lab 1 VLAN VTP DHCP. Okay, so here, please, all of you, you need to upload this lab here. VLAN VTP DHCP. Yes, please. Yes. Now, who will tell me how to configure the VLANs here based on the table? Okay, based on this table, we need to create the VLANs. Okay, so here it is. First, go and check. Please, all of you. I will not. I will just give you the hint. Rest of the thing you need to do by yourself. Even I don't need to give you the hint. Yes. Is it difficult? Okay. Now see here. I will tell you. See here. Show running config. Enable. Show running config. Okay. Now see here. We don't have any configuration. Nothing else. Okay. Now first of all, what we need to do, we need to configure the VLANs. Okay. So what is our first here? The thing is configure all the switches for the VTP based on the VTP. So if you need to configure first, you need configure terminal. Okay, for VTP, what two things you needed? Can you tell me please for VTP? So you need a domain name. Yes, Amar Khamis. Amar to configure the VTP. Okay, so what are the things you need to do it? Okay, VTP first, the mode. So it can be a mode, it can be a server or the client. I told you this can be a server. The first, by default it is a server. Yes, VTP is already, all the switches are by default, it is a server mode. Okay, so now the second thing here is, once you have the VTP is server mode, then you need to define the VTP domain. So the domain, it should be same with all because this domain should be same in all the switches. So here we can say NM, network management. Okay, NM. Okay, so our VTP domain is NM, and network management, and our VTP password. So password, let's say Cisco. Done. This is the configuration we required it, okay? And the link between the switches should be trunk. And here I need to do the same configuration here, VTP configuration, okay? I need to do the same VTP configuration. Configure. Please do it now. Configure terminal. If any student have any confusion, please do let me know, okay? I will explain you VTP. So what is the VTP? VTP domain. Sorry, VTP mode. Here I will make it as a client. Okay, this VTP mode is client. Okay, the other two switches we will make it client. Okay, because in the client we cannot create the VLANs, we cannot delete the VLANs on the client. Okay, so by the way, can you tell me what is the use of VLAN? Why we are using a VLANs? Sorry, what is the use of VTP in by creating a VLANs? Can you tell me, please? Hello. Yes. Mariam. Any one of you? Maha. Abdullah Umar.
To identify informations of VLANs.
Yes, you can say, but the correct answer is it is okay. But the thing is, so if you have, suppose if you have 100 switches in your network, suppose in our college we have 100 switches in our college network. But if we want to create a VLANs on the 100 switches, it is a very tedious job. It become a nightmare creating a VLANs on the 100 switches. Why not we can create the VLAN on one switch? It should automatically transform or transmit these VLANs to the other 99 switches. Okay, automatically transmitting of the VLANs to all other 100 switches. We are using a VTP method. Okay, VLAN trunking method. Okay, VTP protocol we are using. Okay, so this VTP is basically used to transmit 100 switches, all the VLAN it will transmit. Okay, so that is why we are using a VTP rather than configuring manually the VLANs on all the switches. And the easiest way is we are doing because we are configuring the VLAN on one switch and it will transmit the VLAN information to all other switches. We will see now. Okay, so VTP mode client, and then okay, we set the VTP mode, VTP domain. What is the domain? Network management. Yes, and VTP password is Cisco. Okay, done. So here in this switch we also need to do the VTP configuration. Configure terminal. Okay, VTP mode is client. VTP domain is NM, network management, and VTP password is Cisco. Okay, now I have created the VTP information. Okay, so now in the switch one I will create the VLAN only in the switch one. Okay, so here, so you will see we don't have any VLAN. Show VLAN brief. Okay, so we don't have any VLAN here. You can see no VLAN, and all the switches we don't have the VLAN. If you will see here, show VLAN brief. Okay, now you can see we don't have any VLAN. Okay, here also I just want to show you. Now you can see here no VLAN. Okay, now I will create the VLAN only on this switch. You will see this VLAN information will be transmitted automatically to these two switches. Okay, now you can see here, let me click here. So I will create the VLAN where? On this switch. Okay, sorry, I will create the VLAN only in this switch. Okay, so you will see this switch, the other two switches will get the VLAN automatically. Okay, now you can see here. So how to create the VLAN? Yes, tell me please.
VLAN number, then VLAN name.
Then sorry, VLAN suppose 10, name HR, good. Then VLAN, sorry, VLAN 20, and name we can say, let's say here accounting, accounts. Okay, VLAN 30, and then the name can be a IT, and VLAN 40, name engineering. Okay, so now I have created, you can see here, I have created the VLANs, VLAN, show VLAN brief. You can see here, show VLAN brief. Now you can see here, I have created VLAN 10, 20, 30, and 40. Okay, these VLAN I have created. Okay, now this VLAN information should transmit automatically to these switches. Okay, it should, but why it is not here? Why it is not transmitting? Because you can see no VLAN. Okay, because the link between the switch must be trunk. Okay, I will make this link as a trunk, FS01 and FS02. I will make it as a trunk. Okay, let me configure terminal fast Ethernet, configure terminal interface fast Ethernet 0/1 and 2 also. Okay, first let me do this one. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, just simply I will write trunk and exit and interface fast Ethernet 0/2 switch port mode trunk. Okay, and let me also make this FA03 as a trunk as well, because here we will create the sub interfaces and on the router. Okay, please, you need to create the sub interfaces on the router by yourself, and please upload this activity as early as possible. Now here I'm doing maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but the rest of the thing you need to do by yourself. Okay, so fast Ethernet interface fast Ethernet 0/3 switch port mode trunk. Okay, now we made it trunk. Now now if you will see here, this switch and the other switches, if you will see here, this switch, the VLAN, you will see the VLAN will automatically transmit here. Okay, now show VLAN brief. Did you check? Yes, please. Did you notice? Now I'm here and this switch, this VLAN information automatically transmitted to this switch. Yes, yes, please. Now it is okay. Now here you can also see this, the VLAN. So before there was no VLAN, you can see here no VLAN. Now we make it as a trunk, show VLAN brief. Now you can see this VLAN information is automatically transmitted to the other switches. If you have 100 switches, it will automatically transmit. Okay. Now here we want to make this as a VLAN 10 and this one as a VLAN 20, FS01 and FS02. Okay. So here I will go to the configure terminal access port, configure terminal interface fast Ethernet 0/1 switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, now exit here, interface FA 0/2. Okay, and here switch port mode access and switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 20. Now you can see here, now I have created switch this FA02. It belongs to this VLAN and you can see here show VLAN brief. Okay, now if you will see here FA02 and VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So this VLAN 10, we assign this port to this computer PC 0 VLAN, because now the PC 0 belongs to VLAN 10 and this PC belongs to VLAN 20. Okay, we assign this port to VLAN 20. It's okay, all of you? Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Yes.
Yes, Mr.
This side you can complete by yourself. Okay, the other side, this side you can complete by yourself. Okay, so here FA01, FA02, make it as an access port. Okay, now you need to also configure the router. Okay, so router sub interfaces, you need to configure the router sub interfaces. I think you already done all those things. Yeah, so I don't need to explain in detail, but it is required, and especially in the mid and the final, yes, we will ask the question in this way. Okay, first you need to create the VLANs, VLAN detail, routers, sub interfaces, all those things. Now here we will configure the router sub interfaces. Okay, now we have just last 5 minutes. I will take not much more time. Rest of the things you can do by yourself, like DHCP configuration you can do by yourself. Okay, show, sorry, configure terminal interface gigabit 0/0, no shutdown. Okay, now we need to configure exit. Let me configure the router now. Router interface gigabit 0/0.10. Okay, because for each VLAN we are creating a sub interface. Okay, and here IP address. So what is the IP address of VLAN 10? We can, let's say, 172. The IP address is 172. Let me copy the IP address 172. It is /10.1. Oh my god. Paste. Oh my. Now here the paste 10.1. Okay, and this is a subnet mask. Let me copy the subnet mask. Okay, done. Sorry. All right. Okay. First, okay, because it is showing the error. Why it is why it showed the error message? Can you tell me? Yes. What is this error message? Yes. Ammar Khamis, Abdullah Umar. Can you tell me what is this error message? Yes. Anyone have some idea? Because this 802.1q first we need to configure on the sub interfaces, then it is possible. Okay, so first write encapsulation.1q. So it is a VLAN 10, write 10, then you can assign the IP address. Okay, now you can see, now you can assign the IP address. Okay, done. Now the second one is no shut. Okay, done, and exit. Now same way you can go to the interface 20 IP address. Okay, the IP address here is let me, sorry, what is the IP address? Okay, 20.1. Sorry, here, let me take this from here. Okay, and the subnet mask is, this is the subnet mask. Let me take, oh sorry, encapsulation. First we need to write encapsulation.1q VLAN 20, and then we can 20.1.192. Okay, no shut. Okay, then again exit. 20 mean 30, and then encapsulation, please don't forget .1q VLAN 30, and then we can write IP address, and the VLAN IP address you can write this one. Okay, 30.1, and this is a subnet mask. Quickly I'm doing because we have the short time. No shutdown. Okay, okay, 30 mean 40. If anyone, please, if you have any issue or any question, please. This is 30 done, no? Yeah, 40, I think. Yeah, it is 40 now. Okay, so if you have any issue, any problem here, while if you are not understanding, please do let me know, so I will explain you the things. Okay, now you can see here, now we have created show run. Now you can see, now sorry, show run. Now we have configured, and you can see we have configured VLAN 10, 20, 30, 40, and sub interfaces. We have assigned the IP addresses. Now we can, what we can do, we can okay, the server client, okay, the VTP password. Okay, I use the other VTP domain name, but you can use Janas and this one. Okay, and now here let me assign the IP address here. What is the IP belongs to switch VLAN here? Okay, okay, so for 10, it should be, I will because it will get the IP automatically, but here for the time being I'm getting the IP because I'm assigning IP addresses statistically. Okay, sorry, statically. Okay, later on we will see, and once we will once we will configure the DHCP, it will get the IP automatically. Okay, first two switches I'm doing. Okay, please. And first two computers I'm doing like this way. And 10 subnet mask. Let me check the subnet mask. This is a subnet mask. Please, this one you have to complete. You need to watch this video and you need to complete. I'm doing the things in a quickly because no more time. Okay. Sorry, default gateway for 20.1. Okay. Okay. Now done. Okay. Now we can check whether it is working between, because this one we haven't configured anything. Okay. But here we already done the access. Sorry. Now we can ping. First we can ping from this one to the default gateway or here. Okay, let me check the command prompt ping 20.1. Now you can see we can ping to the default gateway, and let me ping 10.1. Yes, we can ping to the 10.1, and let me ping to 10.10. Yes, we can ping to 10.10. Okay, as well. So it is 10.1, 10.10. The best time. Yeah, we can ping. So this we can ping to this VLAN 20 to VLAN 10 and VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. We can ping. Okay. If you want to see here the IP address, you can see 20.10. Now let me ping from this PC. You will see we can ping. Okay. So you can see here now we can ping. Okay, so our network, it is working fine, everything is okay. So here what we did, we have created the VLAN, we have created the sub interfaces, and now the one thing here, what you can do, you can create a DHCP scope on this router with the pool name same as the VLAN name, and then these computer will get the IP automatically from this DHCP server which you are going to configure in the router. Okay, this is your task, you need to do it. Okay, and this lab you need to complete it. So let me stop the recording. Thanks for today's lecture, and 1 minute, stop the recording.